At Extension Africa, we're building a private extension service platform that helps global businesses to connect with rural farmers. This is so important because our goal is to build Africa's rural intelligence and service infrastructure. In a system where we have one agent to over 5,000 farmers on average across Africa, this becomes a very difficult infrastructure for businesses to use. At Extension Africa, our goal is to ensure that within each community we find ourselves, we build one agent to 200 farmers, and looking at how we can use technology to support the efficiency of our agents to grow by 10x. So far, since we started in 2021, we started with 220 agents, and currently we have over 5,000 agents working with around 1 million farmers in 16 states in Nigeria. Not only that, we also have a pilot operation in Kenya that started last year. This shows that we are a very progressive platform, and we are building an infrastructure that would support businesses of the future to connect with Africa. By 2030, our goal is to have over 1 million agents powered by AI and technology innovations to support over 200 million farmers in 10 African countries. Eventually, we will build the Uber of Africa that helps businesses to actually connect with farmers anywhere in any community in Africa.
At Extension Africa, we look at system strengthening. This is inclusive of what we want to do with the extension system and the rural economy. Taking a holistic and system approach to solve the consistent and persistent extension challenges, we first recruit in terms of the number of extension agents that are available to collect data and also work with smallholder farmers by recruiting youths and giving them a career path. This means that we're not just creating a system where the youths earn income, but also have potential to grow, to become either agro dealers or specialize in any area of agriculture where they work with rural stakeholders and the smallholder farmers. This system strengthening that we are doing, it comes with a lot of intentionality for us to be able to not just work with the smallholder farmers and the businesses, but also to integrate the agricultural innovation system. This starts with the Research Institute, where we gather information, gather research product and output, and make them available through all our products and the channels that we have, the dissemination channels that are available. We did not just stop there, we also create a system that allows us to test this research, providing feedback not just to the farmers, but also the researchers that are important to continue their research work. We also work with these businesses to translate this research work to make sure that there are impacts that are being generated, the revenue that the extension system is generating, sufficient revenue for the agribusinesses to continuously support both research and the dissemination of agricultural innovation to smallholder farmers. For the system strengthening, we also work with the government extension system in the sense that we provide feedback that influences policy and also create dashboards through other products for the Federal Directorate of Agricultural Extension to be able to make informed decisions which also influence policy. Lastly, this is not an isolated system that just documents what is happening, but also takes rigorous research processes to make sure that we are documenting all the impact on the system as they are changing. This means that there is intentionality in every single changes that are happening across all the value chain. While private extension systems have always been frowned upon because of the tilt towards the private and income generation, ours is a system that allows us to document the impact not just to the businesses but also to the private partners and the farmers at large. In terms of the farmers, we measure impacts such as increase in revenue, total reduction in cost of production or economics of production. We're also very, very intentional in terms of how they are adopting what is comfortable for them.
In Nigeria and Africa at large, the traditional extension system is greatly overwhelmed and overstretched, with a ratio of one extension agent reaching about 10,000 farmers. This has brought a great disconnect between farmers and the global innovations. And for agribusinesses, this has brought about very serious challenges, most especially high acquisition costs, and also the disconnect, unable to reach the last mile smallholder farmers in real time. So what we did in Extension Africa is we place our farmer business associates in the communities where these farmers operate. And these farmer business associates serve as a catalyst, as a nexus between the smallholder farmers and the global innovation, and also the global market for their produce, and also for them to be able to access quality input and real-time information. So our farmer business associates are supported with digital tools and AI-enabled tools to be able to carry out these tasks, by serving the smallholder farmers, providing them with access to market, access to quality information, and also giving agribusinesses the chance to understand the market through provision of timely rural intelligence, among other factors. And also they bring about access to raw materials, and also a market access where these agribusinesses can be able to provide and sell their product to the smallholder farmers. So Extension Africa's model is quite very unique and is solving the problem for the entire ecosystem, for the agribusinesses as well as for the smallholder farmers.
At Extension Africa, we leverage technology solutions to bring all of these ecosystem players together. Extension workers are able to provide advisories 10 times faster than they usually would. Farmers are able to get these advisories at instance on their phones, and for agribusinesses, they're able to get direct insights and data coming from the field.
From finance, we've seen our growth gone remarkably over the years. We've seen revenue lines scaled from just 2 revenue lines at the start of the company to over 4, 5 revenue lines at the moment. We've also seen remarkable growth in terms of the revenue over the years. The revenue performance has greatly been driven by transaction-led services that's been happening on the FarmX platform through the use of the technology. We hope that as we scale, our focus is to ensure a more resilient, a more impact-driven platform that can ensure both farmers and agribusinesses grow their businesses, as well as earn more from using our infrastructure.
At Extension Africa, we cultivate a space of inclusivity, creativity, and continuous learning, empowering every team and agent to take ownership. Our work is anchored in integrity and collaboration. We don't just build technology, but we build the trust and partnership necessary to enhance rural livelihood. Whether it is promoting sustainability through climate-smart agricultural practices or driving empowerment through financial inclusion, our core value ensure that we remain a mission-driven team. Together, we are committed to making a meaningful, measurable difference in the African agricultural ecosystem.